Lusa and all of our folks online. Whoever you are, whomever you love, wherever you are today, and wherever you are on your spiritual journey, you are welcome here. To all who are here this morning, welcome home. At this time, we'd like to ask any children who would like to participate in our pageant to make their way to Courtney? No? What?
Ready? Okay, hi. As Julie was about to say, and I so rudely interrupted, if you would like to participate in the pageant, there will be parts in this show where I ask for someone to play a part. And if you want to play one of those parts, come over here to Julie and Amy, and they will help you have your costume, and then join us. But for now, stay with your folks.
We appreciate your attention to this morning's announcements. You'll find announcements in our order of service or on the slides for those of you at home. If you require accommodations during our service this morning, our ushers are available to assist. Please, 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 please fill out your connection card and notice all of the opportunities at the bottom. Folks online, your connection card is in the link in the chat, in the description, or available in the chat. We appreciate everyone filling out the connection card. They're dated. We can't reuse them. Fill them out every week. If you need one, please raise your hand and we will get one or a pen to you now. We've got a couple folks that need them. I'll make sure you get one. All right, Jet? For the next 2 weeks, we are gathering items for wish lists for some of our chocolate milk mommies who meet here at the church and need some support this holiday season. Please grab a green ornament or two from the glass table in the narthex and bring all items to the church by Wednesday, December 20th at noon. Toys and books are welcome, but their greatest needs are clothes, diapers, wipes, and gas cards. If you wish to make a cash donation instead, please do it soon so that we at the church have time to purchase the gifts. Please label your donation Chocolate Milk Mommy's Gifts. We invite you to each of our holiday services this December. Our Yule service on Friday the 16th at 7 p.m. with crafts for the kids starting at 6 p.m. Our Unwrapped service on December 18th. Our Blue Holiday service on Tuesday the 20th at 6:30 p.m. for all of those who are grieving this season. And our Christmas Eve services on the 24th at 1 p.m. in Tuscaloosa and 5:30 p.m. here in Birmingham. Our Christmas Day service will be online only. And we will meet again in person on New Year's Day for our Fire Communion service. Please join us for any and all of our special holiday services. We also have the following special announcements. Melanie? Yes? No? All right. Ginger?
I think Kate has the box, but we are still collecting gifts for the staff, so please contribute if you can. There's a list of the staff, handout pictures of the staff in today's program, and our goal is to give them everything right, but just the week before Christmas. So next Sunday will be the last day. So hope you will support the staff. They are the ones that do a lot of the behind the scenes work that needs to be done. Thanks.
There you go, Melanie. Sorry.
Hi, good morning. Just wanted to let everybody know that after the service, we'll be out in the narthex with the Justice Committee. If you'd like to write a holiday note to your state legislator, thanking them for their service and letting them know any justice thoughts you might have on your mind about the legislator and the legislative agenda that's coming up in a few months. Please stop by, get a card, make sure you know who your legislators are, and let them know what you think about what's happening in Alabama. Hope to see you at the table. Thank you.
The prelude prepares us for worship.
Across the generations, we have been nourished by this flame. We are singing new songs, breaking old barriers, sharing in the work. And as we find our own space in what has been, we are here to make space for the next person as well. We join in the line and we carry the flame forward.
Across the generations, this flame comes to us.
We are here for the songs, for the justice, for the community sharing the work.
We are here now, too, to build something new and lasting.
We're ready for a new day together. We join in the line and we carry the flame forward.
Unitarian Universalist, Advent asks, what are we waiting for and preparing for in our own lives and in the life of our world? In this season of long nights, Advent invites us to explore the themes of hope, peace, joy, and love. On this third Sunday of Advent, we light a candle for joy. What joys are energizing your journey? May the light of this candle help us bring more joy into the world.
Please be seated, and would Aiden and Kaven and their family please come forward.
Aiden and Kaven have been a part of this church for most of their lives, and they have been lovingly cared for by their sweet Aunt Kylie and by their extended family. They have an opportunity to go and live with their biological mom in Arkansas, so this will be their last service with us today. For a while, they're going to come back and visit. So, Aiden and Kaven have brought light into our RE program in a lot of amazing ways. Aiden is an amazing helper and is always willing to do just about anything I ask. Which is fabulous. I love having those older kids who are willing to help with that. And then Kaven is always very sweet and very kind and always makes me laugh. So it's been wonderful getting to know them. So saying goodbye is one of the harder parts of our community, of relationships and of love. But we have learned that saying goodbye is important to do, to feel the sadness of it and to honor the sadness of goodbye. We say here that our community is made more whole by each person who comes here. That until one of us arrived here, there was an empty space in the shape of us. We were incomplete until all of us got here. If that is true, then that is also true that when each person leaves, we are not as whole. We are not the same. We will not be the same without Aiden and Kaven. But love does not disappear. Nope. And there is always going to be an invisible thread, like fishing line, that will always connect Aiden and Kaven to this community.
In just a moment, we're all going to do a laying on of hands of Aiden and Kaven as they go forth in their journey. It's a very ancient ritual where we take our energies and our hearts and we physically pour them out on these two adorable friends of ours. But before we do that, I'm going to give Aiden and Kaven a little bit of our holy water in this community. This is water from our water communion service. And I've also added a drop of oil that was given to me on my ordination. So it also smells nice, but it's just that added perk of this love for you. So if you'll hold out your hands, I'm going to give you a little bit of water. And you can rub your hands together afterward or put it on your head or your face or whatever you'd like. But I want you to have a little bit. And as I do that, I would like all of you to reach out to the people in front of you, lay hands on them, and I need all of our children to come up here and lay hands on Aiden and Kaven so that the thread is all connected.
Like nice.
I get to see him again. It's okay. Come here, guys. Come over. Come around. Come over here. Yeah. Oh yeah. You can just grab Aiden's whole body probably.
Yeah. Put your hands on their backs. Put your hands on their backs. All right. I need everybody else to reach out as you can. Aiden and Caven, we are all here to bless you with the holy water of our community. It represents our strength, our love, and our prayers for your journey forward. You can put it on your head or your feet so that we bless your spirit, we bless your life ahead of you, and we bless your journey. We love you so much. Okay, friends can go sit down. Aiden and Caven still stay up here. So, our faith tradition is filled with many, many symbols, Aiden and Caven, and I'm sure you know that, right? You know what some of our symbols are. So I have a bag for each of you, and I've packed for you your own vial of water from our community, okay? And I also have some seed paper so that you can bloom where you are planted, right? And I have a little earth seed paper so that no matter where you are on earth, you know that we love you and are here for you. And I also have a marble to symbolize that wherever you roll, we are with you. And then this one you have to share, okay? So you have a very special chalice just from us to take with you to your new home. Okay? But you have to share this and love each other, okay? May you always be reminded of the love that we have for you and that you are always welcome here. Congregation, as part of this ritual, I invite you to write a note to Aiden and Caven. They have little boxes in the narthex, so please do that after the service so that they are filled with love as they go on their journey. And in your order of service, there is a blessing I'd like you to join me in for Aiden and Caven. So if you'll please find that. This day we send you forth, but we will not forget you. This day we release you into the universe's keeping, even as we hold you in gladness and love. We will also always joyfully welcome you back to this home of your souls. Amen. We love you both. In the spirit of inclusivity and welcome, please greet those around you, especially those you may not recognize, and come give some love to Aiden and Caven.
Oh yeah, she needs it more than me. Go hug Miss Amethyst. I think she needs a hug. Yeah, that's what Aunt Kate just said. Oh. We're gonna be here for you too. Oh yeah. I know. We are a long-term success story. There's no other way that I can look at it at this point. We did it. Oh, watch out! You almost headbutted the mic. Give Finn your love. Okay. Is Mr. Eccles here? Is your buddy here? I don't see him. No. Thanks. Oh, start can start. Yeah. So they lived with me for the last 2.5 years, and now they're gonna go live with their mom. But I'll still be here, and they'll come visit, and I'll bring them when they visit. You guys did good. I didn't know that was it.
Please be seated and know that there's a wonderful time after the service to continue these conversations. And now that I've gotten you all seated, I'm going to say, please rise in body or spirit for the singing of our opening hymn, O Come, Emmanuel, number 225 in the hardcover book.
Hello. Still drying my tears, but I can do this. Okay. Before I get into our offertory, as Ginger mentioned earlier, we are collecting money for our staff for their awesome holiday gifts. We do this every year. You have a couple extra dollars in your wallet today, or your checkbook handy. You could throw a little something in our box, and yeah, this money will be used to bless our church staff members. And an insert is in your order of service that has all their beautiful faces on it, so you can know exactly who you're giving to. Ginger, would you mind passing the box around? Okay. Our church is supported by those who call our church home, and by those who support the efforts of this church to change our world for the better. If this is your first time with us today, you can just pass the plate when it comes around. You are our guest, and we're just glad that you're here with us. If you don't know, we share our cash plate every Sunday with local organizations that support UU values to care for marginalized people, advocate for systemic change, defend our environment, and promote justice and equity for everyone. Our Share the Plate recipient today is for Community on the Rise. Community on the Rise prioritizes people who are experiencing homelessness or poverty here in Birmingham. They focus on 4 vital areas. It's education, housing, healing, and employment. So everything they do starts with a meaningful relationship and love, and they are building community to fight poverty. This work honors a 4-part mission that includes helping people recover identity documents like birth certificates and Alabama state IDs and licenses. They provide weekly safe spaces and compassion-based group therapy. And their social enterprise and housing program also hires survivors of homelessness, and they help them get jobs recycling number 5 plastics. So UUCB, this church, actually collects number 5 plastics year-round for Community on the Rise. So please remember to bring your number 5 plastics from home. We appreciate your donations today, either by placing them in the plate as it comes around, or by mailing your donation to the church. And we also accept PayPal, Venmo, and Zelle. Our Venmo account is at UUCBHAM. Our Zelle account is our office address, which is office@uucbham.org. And please just designate whether your offering is for the church or specifically for Community on the Rise, or both. Thank you for your generous support of our church and our Share the Plate recipient. May we give in love and in hope.
Good morning. Had to do a little scene redecorating. So thank you all for coming this morning to our pageant. Make sure everything's on and ready to go. All righty. So we begin our story today in the little town of Bethlehem. And that means we're going to need some villagers. And that means you all. Yep, the entire congregation are going to be the people of Bethlehem. So every time you hear Julie or Amy say the words, "It's so bright," you all will say, "What's up with that?" The good news is you have some friendly neighborhood cue cards over here. I'll give you 2 sets even, if you'd like. There you go. So just follow along with Sylvia and Amethyst over here. So let's try it. So they might say something like, "I've never seen a star like that before. It's so bright." Excellent! Oh my goodness. You guys are great villagers. I have more jobs for you later. Sorry. So one evening in Bethlehem, 2 villagers were coming home from work. They were sore and tired from working in the fields all day, but they stopped in the middle of the street and looked up at the sky.
You know, I'm getting kind of annoyed with this whole star thing. I mean, where did it come from anyway?
I know what you mean, and I can't get away from it. It keeps me awake at night because it's so bright.
Good question. What is up with that? What's up with a star that just appears out of nowhere?
Perhaps it's a sign, an omen of some kind. Perhaps something very, very good or very, very bad is going to happen because, you know, it's so bright.
Yeah, I'm not really into the whole omen thing. I'm more, science-based.
Sure, but the evidence suggests that such a star is likely to bring many things to our little village. People will come here to gaze upon it, to learn about it, because you can't ignore the fact that it's so bright.
Good question. I have a feeling we'll find out soon. This story is still unfolding.
Indeed it is. Good job, everybody. So now, please rise in body or spirit and singing the hymn number 246, "O Little Town of Bethlehem," which is also on your insert, so you don't even need to look it up. I knew I could depend on you all. So, while the folks in Bethlehem were perusing the sky and wondering, what's up with that, there were 2 people who had just arrived in town, Joseph and Mary. They had to go to Bethlehem because of some nasty new tax laws, even though Mary was very, very close to having a baby. And they had to travel almost 100 miles with the help of their friendly donkey. But in Bethlehem, they found out that all of the inns and all of the hotels and all of the Airbnbs were full or cost too much money. So finally, one innkeeper told them they could stay in the stables with the animals. And in the stable, there was a cow, a chicken, and a pig. But we need more than just one. So if there's anyone out there who would like to be a cow or a chicken or a pig, please come up and see Julie and Amy, and they will help you get so attired. While they're getting dressed, I'm going to help you all with your lines. So, what are the sounds the cows are going to make? Moo. Moo. You all got the moo? Okay. What about the chickens? Cluck, 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 cluck. Excellent. What about pigs? Oh, you all are naturals. Come on up, animals. Come on over. Come right up in here, in our barnyard here. Excellent. So, for this scene, Chloe, NJ, and Fauna are going to play our animals, and they'll be saying all the words that the animals say to each other. But of course, Mary and Joseph can't understand them. So every time I say, but all Mary and Joseph heard was, you will make animal sounds. Again, you have a... There you go. Excellent. So let's practice. I'll say something like, the animals just kept talking and talking to each other, but all Mary and Joseph heard was... This is an excellent barnyard. Just glad to know that we have other skills. So, excellent. So a cow, a chicken, and a pig were hanging out in the stable late one night when all of a sudden the doors open and a man and a pregnant woman with their donkey come inside and start making themselves at home.
Who let them in here? They don't belong in a stable.
Yeah, they should be in the inn with the other human types.
Oink. I mean, what were they thinking?
But all Mary and Joseph heard was...
You'd think they'd just stay home at a time like this.
Yeah, or plan ahead a little. So they had a place waiting for them.
And maybe saved up some money ahead of time, too.
But all Mary and Joseph heard was...
It's just bad planning on their part.
Yep, typical human type mistake.
I wish they'd go back where they belong.
But all Mary and Joseph heard was... Finally, the tired old donkey lifted his head. Okay. Finally, the tired old donkey lifted his head and he looked at the cow and the chicken and the pig and said, "Why don't you try it? Try riding 90 miles on the back of an old swayback donkey while you're so pregnant you can't even see your feet. You try being an expectant dad worried about the woman that you love and the child that she's carrying. Try being me, having to watch every single step that you take just to not jostle the woman who's just trying to get here safely. You try it." And the cow, the chicken, and the pig then felt very, very bad. And they all cried out,
I'm sorry. I'll offer them some milk.
I'm sorry, I'll lay them an egg.
I'm sorry, I'll help them get comfortable.
but all Mary and Joseph heard was... Excellent. Nice job, everyone. Now, if our animals would like, they can sit over here in the stable, but you're also welcome to go back to your seats, animals. Excellent. You're done. So you can sit right over there if you want to, or you can go back to your seats. So now, would everyone join us in singing the hymn, number 237, The First Noel? next scene, the whole congregation to be the baby Jesus. You got it? We're good? Excellent. I know, everybody's gonna be the baby Jesus. Okay, but now the first sound that a baby usually makes is a really loud cry, right, parents? Correct. But not this baby, not this baby. Nope, this baby looks around and sees his mom and his dad for the first time, and he looks over their heads and he sees a cow with big brown eyes, and a pig with a very pink nose, and a donkey with big tall ears, and in between those ears is sitting a chicken. So the first sound out of baby Jesus' mouth is not a cry, but a laugh. So every time you hear our innkeeper, Alex, say, "What was that noise?" you're all gonna laugh. So let's practice. "Gee, I was sleeping all nice and quiet, but suddenly I heard something. What was that noise?" Excellent. So here's what's going on. The innkeeper, who told Mary and Joseph that they'd have to sleep in the barn, is tossing and turning in her bed.
I don't know what it is, but I just can't sleep tonight. For one thing, those animals are making a heck of a lot of noise. But just when I finally got to sleep, I thought I heard something. Now, what was that noise? There it is again.
So the innkeeper woke up her partner, who could sleep through just about anything, and asked,
"Did you hear something? I'm sure I heard something. What was that noise?"
But the innkeeper's partner just rolled over and went back to sleep. So the innkeeper went outside to see what they could find, but the streets were empty and silent. Still, she knew there was something out there, and they wondered aloud,
What was that noise? There it is again. It sounds like it's coming from the stables. I'll go check it out.
So the innkeeper went across the courtyard and through the stable door, and there were Mary and Joseph, who they had just been kicked out of the inn that afternoon, and the innkeeper said to them,
"I'm sorry I made you sleep in the stable, and I'm sorry that I'm barging in on you like this, but I just have to know, what was that noise?" "Oh my gosh, it's your baby?"
And the innkeeper realized that it was the newborn baby who had been laughing all along. And suddenly, the innkeeper was full of love for this vulnerable little child and full of hope too. The innkeeper said to Mary and Joseph,
"I'm going to go tell everyone that you have the most wonderful baby with the most wonderful laugh there ever was."
And the innkeeper, just like that, ran out into the streets of Bethlehem to tell everyone the news. So, please join us in singing hymn number 251, Silent Night, Holy Night. So now we're out in the fields with the shepherds, and they are in for a big surprise. Because there's a whole host of angels heading their way. So we're going to need a whole bunch of angelic children. Do we have any angelic children who would like to trade in their animals for angels? If so, please go see Julie and Amy, and you can change into angels. Totally up to you. Here comes an angel now. Now, sometimes when angels talk to us, we don't even know it. If we're lucky, we might hear something like, exactly. So every time you hear me say, "Then the angels said," you're going to sing, "Oh, you get it. Excellent." So let's practice. I'll say something like, "The shepherds didn't know what to do, so they said to the angels, 'Hey, what should we do?' And the angels said," Excellent. So here's the deal. There are 3 shepherds out watching their sheep. 2 of them are fast asleep. And then there's the shepherd who's staring up at the sky, looking at the bright star. Then the shepherd who's awake notices that there are some new stars shining alongside that bright star. These are our new stars. And there are lots and lots of new stars, so the stars get bigger and bigger and bigger. And then the shepherd realizes that they aren't stars at all, but angels flying towards them, getting closer and closer. And the shepherd wakes up the other 2 shepherds and points up into the sky, and all 3 of them then look up and see a whole host of angels hovering in the air. And the angels said,
What did they say? I don't know. I couldn't understand a word.
They said we had to go to Bethlehem.
Wait, you speak angel? Why didn't you tell us?
It was just something I picked up.
And then the angels said,
What did they say this time? Yeah, come on, what's the deal?
Well, it's loosely translated to something like, "Do not be afraid, for see, I am bringing you good news of great joy for all the people. To you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, who is the Messiah, the Lord. This will be a sign for you. You will find a child wrapped in bands of cloth and lying in a manger."
They said all of that? Very efficient language.
Wait, there's more.
And then the angels said,
Well, now what?
They said, "Glory to God in the highest heaven, and on earth peace, goodwill among people." Well, come on, let's go to Bethlehem and see what that's about.
So they went with haste and found Mary and Joseph and the child lying in the manger, and the angels smiled down upon them and said, Excellent. Good job. So now let's join the angels in singing "Angels We Have Heard on High," hymn number 231. Wonderful. So now that we have everyone up here with us, Do you all remember your cues? No? The good news is if you don't remember your cues, Amethyst and Sylvia have a script and a cue card. So let's follow along. Is the whole congregation ready? Oh, you guys are on it. I love it. So everyone came together in the streets of Bethlehem, gathering in a big crowd in front of the stable. Some of the townspeople looked up at the star and said again, "It's so bright." And the animals inside the stable were talking a mile a minute about the new baby and its beautiful laugh, but all Mary and Joseph heard was... Exactly. And the shepherds were there too, with a whole host of angels hovering over them. And the angels said, but the newborn babe, looking up at the people and the animals and the angels, all gathered together on that cold night, and he made a quiet little sound. And the innkeeper leaned forward, and even though she knew the answer, she whispered with a full heart of love,
"What was that noise?"
Amen, and what a happy ending. So now, if all of our animals and angels and shepherds and innkeepers could stand, so the congregation can just see how fabulous you are and give you some appreciation, as well as our lovely cue card folks back there. Here's our fabulous cast and crew. I'm trying to get the very cute angels to turn around because they're so adorable. Excellent job, excellent job. You all are welcome to go back and sit with your folks. And then if we could all join together and sing the hymn number 245, Joy to the World.
Because of those who came before, we are. In spite of their failings, we believe. Because of and in spite of the horizons of their vision, we too dream. Let us go remembering to praise, to live in the moment, to love mightily, and to bow to the mystery.
Wonderful pageant. Can we give another round of applause to all of our folks? It's so amazing. I'm so proud of you. Thank you for sharing the wisdom of this sacred story. And remember to take the wisdom and love and joy that this story elicits with you this week and always. Amen.